Hello and welcome back. And on this video, first thing we're going to start off with is cleaning up this side. This side has been my storage for like the whole island. I kind of stored all my trees and just flowers and stuff. So every time I time traveled, it has gotten out of hand. There's all kinds of weeds and stuff. So first off, let's go ahead and take down all this stuff and just organize it better. I don't know quite yet what I want to build. During this, I was kind of looking at some ideas because I did want to build like another shop because I do have a very few custom design paths left, and I do want to use them. So I'll definitely be thinking about that. But yeah, this spot right here, it took me a little while to actually clean up. I've seen videos where people have like flowers that spread like halfway across their island. I'm really glad that didn't happen to me. So yeah. Alright, now that I'm done picking up all my mess, I want to start off just by terraforming. I wanted to add just like another building, just like the other two that I have, just along here, just to finish it off. So I wanted to make a line just going across, and yeah, here I am finishing up just kind of the terraforming. It's nothing fancy or anything, but yeah. And over here in the back, I didn't know what I wanted to put over here because this is a really cool spot. I know it's a Nico's shop, and I wanted to, I don't know, I didn't want to add too much stuff to kind of cover it up. So I ended up deciding to make a Oasis again. I think it's a really cool idea, and plus it looks really cool from above when you're walking across that land bridge I made. And yeah, and it fits perfectly. So I was really happy with the choice I made, and I really like making Oasis. It's a good way to kind of, I don't know, like fill in an area, and it looks really nice in my opinion. It's kind of crazy how close I am to getting to like finish this island. It's really, I don't know, it's really cool, and I'm really nervous though because I don't know what I'm gonna do next. But yeah, I'm pretty excited to actually finish this island up. I only have a few more things left, and I don't know. But here I am finishing up that Oasis. I really like how it turned out. It's just something simple and kind of an easy fix just to fill in that area. And now on the front, of course, I need to add another road. Man, I remember when we first started making these, that's all basically my videos were, making roads. And also like learning how to use them, because there's so many different like paths and stuff you had to use to make it look correct. But yeah, I was really pleased. I guess not pleased, but it was nostalgic to have to make another road, especially right over here. And can you believe it's already been like 2 months, like 2 or 3 months? It's kind of crazy. But over here in this corner, I wanted just to give it some height, so I wanted to place down just a palm tree. And yeah, I think it looks really nice. It fills in that area because there's not really too much you can fill in when, I don't know, like a terraforming on the edge. It's really hard to fill in the area, so you kind of just have to work with what you have. So yeah, palm tree worked good. Now it's time to fill in the rest of this road. Now that I got that road finished up, it's actually time to start working on what I want to build. Like I said before, I only had very few spots left. So I wanted to make sure that I used everything so this island looks jam-packed and nice and full. So yeah, I definitely think I did find a really cool kind of shop to put here. And I had an idea in mind, but I didn't know how it was going to work. So hopefully I can just make it work in this small area, because there's not a lot of room to work with. And on the top here, I always like to use like my actual sidewalk pathing. I just feel like it covers everything up really well, and it looks nice. It goes with that like modern look I'm going for. So I always just kind of cover up everything with this tile. It looks really cool. And plus, if you ever look on top of a building, sometimes like when there's like all the like hardware and stuff at the top, they all have like this white tiles or like a concrete look to it. So I think it fits. And alright, now that I get that sorted, what I'm going to be building here is actually a gas station. I think it would be a good fit, and plus I was kind of running out of things that I wanted to build here, and I love gas stations just in general. And when I was in Hawaii, I don't have a 7-Eleven where I live at, so I think a 7-Eleven was really cool and unique. And so yeah, so I definitely wanted to use that, and it turned out looking really cool. I actually got these pathings from online just when I was looking. June loves to always step in front of me when I'm building. Thank you, June. But yeah, and I don't know if you saw where the 7-Eleven sign itself was actually going through the mountain. So I had to work around that and just move it forward. And actually came up with a pretty cool shape. And I don't know, I like how it looks. It makes it different from the other two. And on top of here, I'm just going to be doing just the signs, but all the way across. I'm only going to use like the lines like that I use on the other one, like this one right here, and then I'll have one 7-Eleven one just kind of, I don't know, just kind of break it up some. But yeah, I really like how this looked. It's really easy, honestly, and it looked really cool. I had to go to the next day because I ran out of panels and stuff. Also, just to clear up my envy, I went ahead and just placed down a bush and some shrubs over there. And yeah, now it's actually time to finish up that gas station front. Just putting down just some fake doors in the front. These fake doors look really nice. On every single building I've used these, and it turned out really nice. And on the top, just have my 2 more panels to put down. And I like how it looks. It looks really cool. It's like I said before, it's really simple. I think, I don't know, it looks really nice. I'm happy with it. And now behind it, I wanted to add just some more wide display stands, just to make it like look bigger and give it more height. I didn't want to add too much of them though. I don't know, just to make it look different, I guess. And actually, now that I think about it, we do have a 7-Eleven now. They're new. I'm just not used to it here. And when I went to Hawaii, it was like the actual, like one of the first times I went to a 7-Eleven, and it was really good. And it's a good, convenient like store too. And just on here on the back, I just want to add some fence just to give it a different look. You probably won't be able to see it from the ground floor, but I just like that's there. It just gives it another layer. And yeah, man, check that out. It looks awesome. I'm really happy with how it looks, and it really didn't take me too long. But yeah, now it's time to work on the outside and see what I can come up with. And on the front side, I just wanted to add just some like general shop looking items, so I did put down an ABD. It looks really cool. I'm glad I went with the red. It kind of just matches, I guess. And then the same thing with these little baskets. I wanted to use green. And on these benches that I have, they actually come with like green and an orange variant. So like the public bench, it looks really nice, I think. So I was happy I used that. And over here, I didn't know what I wanted to use, but I knew I needed to cover up, just kind of break up some of that. So I think I was going to add a tree there later on. I think it would make a really cool look. And over here, I needed to just kind of end this off just because it's going to be the end of the road here. So I did just add kind of like a little lamp. I think it looks really cool. I've been using these everywhere. I like how they look. And now I was thinking on if I really like the road and if I want it to kind of like stay this way. Because I had an idea in mind, like I was saying before, but I didn't know if I'm going to have enough room. So let's wing it and see if we do. I want to start off with just making kind of like a crosswalk to go across the street. To kind of mark my area, I don't know why I did it like this first. I think my first instinct, I wanted to add, what I'm going for is to add gas pumps. I think what I first wanted to do was to put it right here to see if it would look good. me going back on what I did, I don't think that it would end up looking good, just because there's a lot of space below too. After realizing it and trying it, it's always good to try it out first, because you can always go back. So yeah, you'll see me kind of just mess it around to see how I could do it, because I didn't know how it would look at first. But like I was saying before, I kind of forgot about the piece I have kind of like below me, like the piece of island below me, that I could totally use, to add like a different road path downward. So yeah, here I am just messing around. Like I was saying before, I finally added the crosswalk. This is going to help guide the way for me, to kind of help me make what I want to make. And now that I realize I do have that piece of land below me, I wanted to go ahead and kind of fix everything that I already made, just to make it look normal again, like how I had it. And I wanted to use these green iron fences just in the front, just to give it something else to look at and more height. Looks really good, especially with a crosswalk right there. It always helps. And I want to mark down just a sand marker here, so I know to put down a palm tree. And yeah, now it's time to actually get rid of all these flowers and to move them to a different part of my island so I can work. So I went ahead and started demolishing things and picking things up. Alright, now that I got everything picked up, now it's time to clean up my mess. I want to go ahead and finish up the sidewalk over here. I also wanted to think about where I wanted to add this other piece of road. Where it's such a small spot, it's going to be kind of challenging to figure out how this is going to work and make it look right. Like I said from the beginning, it's a really small area, so it's going to be a challenge, but I think we can do it. It's just going to take a lot of trial and error. But yeah, so starting out, I just really, to help myself, I need to fill in this whole area with this kind of gray path, just to see how big I can make this and see how this is going to work. So let's go ahead and fill in everything with this gray path. Finishing up almost, I did decide to kind of expand out where my mouth of the river is, just so I can have another spot just for a road, just in case it needs to go back a little bit on the sidewalk, because you never know. So I went ahead and just kind of did that. I think it ended up looking a lot nicer. So yeah, I went ahead and went with that, and here I am finally finishing up the road. It's really plain right now, but this is what we have to work with. Let's see what we can make. I'm always up for a challenge. So yeah, let's see what I can do. I have an idea with the gas pumps that I want to try to do. I made them look really cool too, so I definitely want to put them to use. And on my first attempt, I just wanted to make some lines just to kind of signify you can go down here. But to me, it was looking really plain, like bland, I guess. I didn't like how it was looking, but I wanted to finish it to see if I did like it. So I went ahead and did finish what I was going for. I did end up making another road path, but I didn't even have to use it. I don't know why I did that, but I did. And yeah. So the first thing I didn't like is it wasn't like in the middle. So I wasn't going to be able to fit like two cars here perfectly. So I didn't like the size, but I wanted to go through with it and finish it to see if I would like it. But yeah, here's actually my gas pump. I think it looks so cool. Look at the little 7-Eleven at the top. It looks super cool. I use red ones, and yeah, I did not like how this looked. There was just kind of an awkward spacing in between things, and I wasn't liking how it was turning out. I knew at this point I definitely was going to kind of fix what I was doing, but I wanted to see if I added some things, if like maybe another idea would come in my head on what I wanted to do. But at this point I was kind of lost, to be honest, so it was back to the drawing board for me. Now that I had some time to think about it, I did decide to go ahead and pick up everything, unfortunately, and kind of just not really start over, but kind of start up with a new idea. So yeah, I think I have an idea in mind this time. Let's see if it works. So I'm gonna go ahead and start by just removing the old road that I put down and just cover up with some normal road. I was gonna see if I could make kind of like a one where you can drive up and drive right back, like right back out. I didn't know if it'll work, especially with this smaller area. I might have to try this at a different island at some point where I can make like a jumbo gas station to where, I don't know, like the pumps and the cars can fit like perfectly. But yeah, this small area, it's definitely a challenge. I want to start putting just like some sidewalk just in the middle here, and you'll see what I'm going for. Right now it looks just kind of weird. Where are my gas pumps? There they are. So I wanted to place one right here and one on the other side. And now I can just like make them straight. And by doing this, I can place down a car on each side to give it that look like they just pulled in and can drive right back out. It was kind of, I don't know, kind of messy, I feel like, just because of, I don't know, just that size. It was really getting to me, but I wanted to finish it just in case something else kind of popped into my head. I really like this video because I was able to truly show the difficulties sometimes, like making something and actually trying to figure out if this will work. It's kind of like, I don't know, like how my thought process is, and maybe this can help you guys too, just like seeing, like, you know, you might think that your idea is bad, but you never know until you really, like, I don't know, put it down and try it, because it can always lead to something else. So I always think it's a good idea just to, I don't know, try it out, because you never know, it might turn out really good. But for this was not turning out really good. I finally came up with something. It only took me, you know, a little over an hour just messing around in this little parking lot to kind of figure out what was going on and what was it that was making this, I don't know, just look bad, like in my eyes at least. I was still thinking like, what's wrong, and finally it hit me. This spot, like, it's like in the right side, it was too big. There was too much going on, and I can't cover it up, and it looked weird. So I just filled it in. I filled it in just with sidewalk pathing, and I feel like it worked. If you see, like, you just drive right on in, you park, you back out, and you leave. You know, like, I feel like that actually kind of catches what I was going for, and it creates it to where it's not like too much. I don't know. I really liked it, and I was happy with it. So I just took it and ran with it. So I just started placing down kind of everything that I wanted to put down, and just started running with it to see what I could do. I knew I needed to add some greenery just around, because everything was looking very bland, gray and white. So I knew I needed to add some colors and also try to find some height. So I did up using a utility pole. It was very big. I didn't know if I wanted it right here or not. So I went ahead and pushed it downward just so it wasn't covering up that light. And a fun fact about me, I tend to do everything the hard way. So instead of picking this up, I decided to scoot it all the way to the other side. Don't ask me why, I just did. I was so excited, everything was finally coming together. I just really needed to fill in this one spot over here. Everything was looking so good, especially with the beaches and stuff being done now. I feel like everything is looking a lot more full and nice. I don't know, just completed. Over here, I did want to add just like a snack machine, even though the fencing made it look kind of weird. I don't know, I like it. There doesn't need to be a lot of room over there anyways. And over on this side, I just end up using a trash can over here just to fill it in some more. And over here, I did want to add just a little more fencing, but not too much. And right here, just to give it some more height, the fencing was kind of getting, I don't know, it looked kind of weird to me. I ended up using a evergreen ash tree. I think it looks really nice. And I picked up some more coconut trees to fill in over here. And now that I'm done, let's do a walkthrough. And that wraps up today's video. I really hope you guys did enjoy me struggling. I feel like this ended up, I don't know, like a really awesome gas station. I was pretty happy with the outcome. Hope you guys did enjoy it today too. If you guys did enjoy today's video, please do consider liking and subscribing. And if you guys have any future content ideas, please do leave it in the comments below. I'll be really interested to see what y'all have to say. And until next time.